wanted the best booktuber on YouTube? Well, you got the most mediocre booktuber on YouTube. That's right, everybody. I'm back. I'm heavy duty. And today, you've been waiting 2 years for this, but we're back with Epic Rock Pairings Volume 2. You sit back, grab a beverage, we're gonna roll that intro, and then we're gonna start epic pairing. So you guys have been waiting for 2 years now for Epic Rock Pairing Volume 2. Let's not waste any time. Heavy Duty is right here for your music and book needs. The first series we're looking at today, it's The Sun Eater by Christopher Rocchio. This is space opera. This is all kinds of interconnections throughout the galaxy. We're thinking about where would we be? Who would we be? What's our future left to tell for humanity? And there's only one dude. There's only one guy that asks those questions. You know who he is. He's the man on the Silver Mountain. He's the Holy Diver. That's right. I'm matching up Christopher Rocchio's Sun Eater with Ronnie James Dio. Next up for the next rock pairing, we've got a book series that goes up and down in emotion. It goes in and out of action. There's a lot of highs, there's a lot of lows, but there's a band that does them both so well. I'm talking about the book series, The Realm of the Elderlings by the Queen of Fantasy herself, Robin Hobb, being paired up with some sisters that know how to rock, that know how to roll, that does it in the same way Heavy Duty likes to do it. As a matter of fact, this was one of the very first concerts Heavy Duty ever saw live. That's right, we are matching up The Realm of the Elderlings with the one and only Wilson sisters, Heart. Now this next one required a lot of thought. This next one is so complicated. It's a long series. It goes on, and just when you think it might be done, it's not. We are talking about Steven Erikson's The Malazan Book of the Fallen. And I started to think to myself, heavy duty, what would kind of pair well with something that just kind of goes on? It does its own thing, and you gotta trust the creators to know that they're got you. They have you in their hands. They've got you in the palm of their hands. And I thought of a band that started in the 60s. This is even before Heavy Duty's time, but it makes me think of Malazan. And that's right, you guys. They are pioneers, just like Malazan is. They are complex, just like Malazan is. They have songs that go for days, just like Malazan does. That's right, we are matching up The Malazan Book of the Fallen with the one and only King Crimson. And of course, don't forget, you gotta like this video. Why? Because Heavy Duty says you gotta like the video. You wanna be cool like me? You wanna be cool like Heavy Duty? You like this video. If you really wanna hang out more, you hit subscribe. That's right, you're gonna be hard rockin', you're gonna be metal when you click that subscribe button and you join the BellTube community. That's right. All right, let's keep going. Now this next book series is totally wild. It makes me think of performance because, in this series, people are performing not just for themselves, not just for their friends, not just for their family, not just for the earth. They're performing for the entire universe. That's right. They're on a show, and they know they're gonna be on a show, and that's why Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman needs to have an epic pairing. So I thought to myself, heavy, what could pair? What has got the theatrics that a dungeon that's broadcast throughout the universe might require? What's got the energy that might be required to navigate that dungeon? Who could it be? And it came to me. It came to me so easily because you know they're gonna rock and roll all night and party every day. I'm matching up Dungeon Crawler Carl with the one and only Kiss. The next series that I'm taking a look at, it's an urban fantasy series. Now, this has got some emotions. It's got some drama. It's got the highs. It's got the lows. It's got a main character named Harry Dresden, who sometimes finds that he's not really where he wants to be, but he keeps pushing on. Now, I almost gave you a hint there, but I just changed my mind, because heavy duty, I can do that. I can change my mind on the fly, and that's what we're going to do. Because sometimes Harry Dresden wants to go down to the paradise city of Chicago. When other creatures come into Chicago, do you know what he does? He welcomes them to the jungle. That's what Harry Dresden does. You know it. I know it. That's why I'm matching the Dresden Files with Guns N' Roses. Now here's a book series I bet you didn't think was going to be on this list, but it's gonna be. We're talking about a book that spans about 80 years, maybe even longer, maybe even shorter, I don't know, but it's so good. This is Daniel Abraham wrote a book. He wrote a series called The Long Price Quartet. Now, there's family that's arguing. There's brothers and sisters not getting along. There's fathers and sons and mothers and daughters and all these other people. This group just cannot seem to get along for more than about 20 pages, but those 20 pages can be so good. They can be inspiring. And it made me think, there's a band out there that I know that has been known for their infighting, yet the music they put out is second to none, just like the Long Price Quartet. That's why I'm matching up Daniel Abraham's Long Price Quartet to the one, the only, you will never break the chain, Fleetwood Mac. Now this series is a little bit off the radar, but I loved it so much. It's thrilling. It's got such pump and action. It's almost like a fantasy series mashed up with a thriller series. The pages keep on turning. And that's why when I thought about Larry Correia's Saga of the Forgotten Warrior, I thought of the ultimate warrior of rock and roll. The guy who's been there. He's been there as long as anybody. And when you think of rock and roll, when you think of heavy metal, there's only one real person you can think about. And that's why Larry Correia's Saga of the Forgotten Warrior is getting paired with the Prince of Darkness himself. It could be Mr. Crowley. It might be on a crazy train, but the one thing we know, it's gotta be Ozzy Osbourne. Now this series is one of the most intricate on this entire epic rock pairing list. It makes you focus. It makes you think of the creativity. There's complex threads being woven in just like the music. So when I was thinking about Janny Wurtz's The Wars of Light and Shadow, I had to say to myself, heavy duty, who's out there? Who can combine elements from all different kinds of music and still come together with something incredible that only they would have the skill, only they would have the mind, only they would have the forethought. Sometimes you say, hello, blue sky. Sometimes you say, don't bring me down. That's right. I'm matching up Janny Wurtz's The Wars of Light and Shadow with the one and only Jeff Lynne led ELO, the Electric Light Orchestra. And yeah, this is Epic Rock Pairing Volume 2. And this one's a special one. This is a special shout out to one of our viewers who made a request. Yes, Heavy Duty does take requests. So for Volume 3, make sure you throw it in the comment what you want to see paired up. This one's an easy one. Now, I was thinking about a series that I fell in love with called The Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. It's sort of a mafia story. It's a lot of magic. It's kind of an urban fantasy all meshed together in one. And the leader of those clans, they're called the Pillars. So I was thinking, who out there has a band that there's one person that's just right out in front, that has to be the pillar, that has to determine where the band's gonna go, what the band's gonna do? And it hit me. It hit me. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me now, because I will rock you just like these guys will rock you. That's right. I'm pairing Fonda Lee's Greenbone Saga with the one and only, often imitated but never duplicated, Queen. Now, Heavy Duty does not want to ignore any indie authors, so I've got one. I've read 4 of the books of this series, and I've loved it so much, so I had to put it in Epic Rock Pairings Volume 2. That's right, the author himself, J.C.M. Byrne. He's a good pal, but he's also writing some great books called The Hybrid Helix. So when I started thinking about it, what is the Hybrid Helix all about? Well, it's fun. It rocks, it parties, it's funny, it's got all the elements that a good rock star wants to have, and I started to think, who's out there? What band screams like they're having fun every time they get on stage? And I knew it. We could be having fun in Panama. We could be jumping over this decision. We could be running with the devil on this decision, Mr. Hybrid Helix, because you know it and I know it. I'm matching up Hybrid Helix with the one and only Van Halen. All right, for our last one, this is a tricky one. This is so complicated. There's like 30 books in this series. Now, Heavy's only read about 4 of them, but I have a sense of exactly what this needed to be paired with because we've got weird stuff going on. It's a whole flat world. There's elephants kind of holding it up. They're riding on the back of a turtle. And then it hit me. What else rides on the back of a turtle? What else talks about terrapins? And I knew it. It could only be one. It's got to be something with a catalog as big as Discworld. That's right. We're talking about Sir Terry Pratchett's Discworld. It's got to have a huge catalog. It's got to be something different than everything else. It's got to have, every time you pick a book up or every time you pick an album up, it's going to give you a different flavor than the one before. And there was only one band that I could think of. There was only one band that really demonstrates just the absolute voluminous of content. And that's right. We are matching up Terry Pratchett's Discworld with the forever touring, never-ending, complex, complicated, fun, everything that's good and positive. Grateful Dead. So those are 10 series that I've now paired for Epic Rock Pairing Volume 2. But the biggest question that I have for you is, what do you want to see on Epic Pairing Volume 3? Now, if you missed the first volume, I'm throwing it right here. I should have done it earlier, but let's face it, Heavy Duty's got a lot on his mind these days. And as far as a one for the road goes, all you need to know is this. When you're feeling low, when you're feeling down, when you're not sure if the world is for you or against you, just remember, Heavy Duty believes in you, and also listen to the music, just like the Doobie Brothers say. Maybe the Doobie Brothers will wind up on Volume 3. I don't really know. That's what I've got for you. Stay positive, everybody. And here's your fortune.